Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Let's talk about reducing variables in this video. And by reducing the variables, we're going to maximize our chances of hitting the ball solid, especially for players who can't practice that often. They play once a week. They need something that's low maintenance. Reducing variables in the swing is going to help give us the best chance of success when playing that once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. So we know that what we want to do when we play golf is return the club face back to the ball with somewhat predictable frequencies. So we want the face to point somewhere towards the target, and that's where the ball is going to initially fly off to. We know that by coming inside out, we're probably going to hit a draw. By coming outside in, we're probably going to hit a fade. I know that's not strict, but as a general guideline, coming inside out, let's say coming from inside this portion, let's say 7 o'clock, if 6 o'clock is straight, is inside out, coming from 5 o'clock is outside in, if we can somehow come from the 7 o'clock direction, we're going to probably be okay, because by coming inside up, by coming from 7 o'clock, it reduces the variable of coming in too steep into the ball. If we come in too steep into the ball, we're not going to have good energy transfer from the club to the ball. So that's one variable, okay? So by increasing our chances of coming from 7 o'clock, what we need to do is try our best to move towards 7 o'clock in the backswing and in the takeaway. And you can see the left side, so if I don't hinge the club, my hands and club come towards 7 o'clock. If I hinge my club, you see how the club starts going towards 6 o'clock. That's one variable. That's another variable. And the more I hinge, the more I have to unhinge. So again, that's another variable. If all we do, and you've heard me talk about this before, maintaining a straight line from my left shoulder to the hands to the club. Let's just call this the length of the arc. If I can control this length of the arc throughout my swing, I can return this club back to the ball with somewhat regularity, where that the contact will be pretty solid. If I hinge the club, the length of the arc changes drastically. I have to somehow return that length of the arc in this short amount of time and space. It's pretty hard to do, especially if you play not so frequently. So what we have to do is this. For all you once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 week golfers, is reducing variables. Let's maintain the straight line. Let's take our backswing towards 7 o'clock and just try to maintain that straight line the entire time. You can see how wide I am, how deep I get, because the wider and deeper I get, the greater chance this club will come from behind us and trail us in the downswing, increasing our likelihood of coming from 7 o'clock, which helps us be inside out, which helps us be shallower, which gives us greater transfer of energy into the ball. And by not hinging, this club face stays relatively square, so I should be able to start the ball relatively straight and not have the ball curve too much away from us. So let's try, okay? All we're gonna do is maintain a straight line. I'm gonna not hinge the club. I'm gonna maintain a straight line, take it towards 7 o'clock and just turn, and then just turn the other way, and we'll see what happens, okay? So maintain a straight line, 7 o'clock. You can see I've started this ball just slightly right of target. It drawed back very nicely, and I am, let's see, 0.3 yards right of target. So got pretty lucky there with that demonstration. But you can see by doing that, by maintaining the straight line, so little can go wrong, okay? All we have to do is maintain the straight line, bring it towards 7 o'clock, and you can see I started this ball slightly right, but it's still coming back for us, which is great, because by doing this, I know this ball will curve left. I'm not going to hit this ball 0.3 yards right every single time, but I have a pretty good chance I can hit this ball right to left most of the time. And if I know I can hit this ball right to left most of the time, it's much easier to play golf because the ball flight's so predictable. Now, one thing to note is I don't care if this ball curves half the amount as from the previous shot, because I know this ball is curving the same way. So it takes that aiming variable out of the equation, because we're not going to stand over the shot and say to ourselves, is this ball curving left, is this ball curving right? Again, that's another variable of the play. So I'll hit one more for you guys. Again, we just want to remove variables. We want to throw them out the window for ourselves to make golf easier. So again, maintain a straight line. You take it towards 7 o'clock and turn, and you turn back the other direction, and good things should happen. And you can see that one I missed quite a bit there. I felt like something broke down, but I'm not going to be too mad at myself because that ball curved left, just the way I envisioned it. It didn't curve the other way. It's very, very predictable. So try this out next time you guys practice. We just want to reduce variables in a game full of them. And you can see, even though I missed that one left on this last one, I'm not too bummed because I'm gonna miss left. I've committed to having that ball curve right to left, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, if you play not so frequently, if you don't have time to practice, just having the ball curve the right amount, the same amount same curvature, will help you guys play golf. So hopefully that helps. Any questions, just leave in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys.